Top 10 best signature scent worthy fragrances for men. We have some designer, some niche, mostly designer, because if you couldn't already tell, for whatever reason, designer fragrances just tend to do a lot better in terms of mass appeal and, you know, just having a relatively safe DNA. But nevertheless, I'm going to share this list with you in just a moment, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I share with you these top 10 signature scent-worthy fragrances, we're gonna go from beginning to end. I'm gonna tell you what's so mass appealing about each one. I'll try to cover the performance of each one as we go through it as well. But before I jump into the video, I do wanna mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content and if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So again, all of these are really easy to wear, signature scent-worthy. And of course, the purpose of having a signature scent, even though it's a concept or an idea that I don't necessarily subscribe to, it kind of entails having a fragrance that can be worn for any occasion, right? It's kind of a safe, blind buy, mass appealing, whether you're going to, you know, a wedding or a bridal party or a bar mitzvah, it doesn't matter, right? You can wear any of these fragrances. So the first one, I know everybody knows Dior Saage. I'm not gonna recommend the original Saage, but see, the Parfum version is a bit darker. It has that added warmth in the dry down. It does have that bright luminous freshness in the opening, but of course there's just something about that added intensity in the base that makes it a bit more versatile than the original. The original is a great summer scent, but it's a little bit too played out. And if you ask a lot of gentlemen, they'll say the same thing. A lot of people go to this one for a smoother olfactory experience. You've heard the narrative. A lot of people say that with the original Dior Saage, it kind of has like this metallic vibe in the opening. With Versace Dylan Blue, you're gonna get the pepper, you're gonna get the bergamot, you're gonna get the ambroxan, but it's a bit smoother. Another designer I would recommend, and as a signature scent from the house of Burberry, I would always say go with Burberry, or Mr. Burberry, actually. Here we have Burberry Hero. So this one contains a lot of cedarwood. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, 3 different types of cedarwood. It's just a very casual, friendly, mass appealing, easy to wear fragrance that is a bit less centered on the citrus, more focused on the woods. As far as niche offerings are concerned, Elysium by Roja Parfum. You know, this fragrance is amazing, clean white florals, a ton of really bright citrus, and it's also a bit on the pricey end, but if you look around enough online, you can find it for a really good deal. By bond number 9, we have the scent of peace for him. So this is a smooth, fruity, woodsy scent. It has gotten compared to Creed Aventus, but if you do a side-by-side, you'll see that they are very different from one another. Now we also have by Montblanc, we have Legend. And so Legend is this really fresh, musky, clean, gentlemanly lavender scent. And lavender and clary sage are 2 ingredients that create this modernity in fragrances nowadays. If you're looking for the niche counterpart to Legend, I would definitely recommend Percival by Parfum de Marly. I think it's a fantastic fragrance, and yes, the performance is going to be better than the Montblanc. It goes without saying. Now, as far as more recent releases are concerned, of course, from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, there's Y, which is a great apple, lavender, tonka bean scent, but the one that's a bit more signature scent skewed is Myself. So this one, again, lavender, clary sage, a lot of aromatic ingredients in here, super safe to wear. One of the main criticisms regarding this one is that it just doesn't do anything super interesting. It doesn't push the boundaries, but let me tell you something, it is a compliment getter. So even though it might be quote unquote boring, which is the same thing that people said about the original Saage, now the original Saage is dubbed like the biggest compliment getter on the designer end. Well, Myself is giving Saage a run for its money. Now, of course, I can't make a signature scent list without mentioning this one, Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. This is probably the #1 signature scent fragrance ever. So much so that a lot of gentlemen have made it their signature scent for well over a decade now. Grapefruit and incense, you can't go wrong with that. The fragrance that I chose for the #1 spot, I want you to get some compliments. I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to have a fragrance with decent enough performance, something that is a little heavy enough that you can wear it in the colder weather, something that is bright, zesty, and fresh enough that you can wear it in the hotter weather. And this fragrance is kind of modeled around a very popular niche perfume, and we already discussed this brand once already in this list, and it's Montblanc, but this one is not Legend, but Explorer. So again, pineapple, fruits, vanilla, this kind of smells like Creta Ventus. Huge compliment getter, and it's one of the best signature scent worthy fragrances. As a matter of fact, if you're telling me, look, I'm gonna go to Macy's or Ulta or Nordstrom or whatever, can you just recommend a really good affordable designer fragrance that's gonna get me compliments? I can wear it anywhere, everywhere. Of course, I'm gonna recommend this one. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you took something of value from today's episode, and if you did, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and let me know, what is your signature scent worthy fragrance or fragrances? Let's pluralize it because we all know we can't stick to just one. Drop your comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.